Giant data centers, the tide is going out, Gemini. Prompt, data centers are causing problems with electricity and water availability. They are bankrupting families near data centers because their electric bills have gone up. A GI has not been convincingly demonstrated. Meta can't make its latest model work correctly. Small models running inside private firewalls are increasingly seen as a solution to getting practical value from AI. As we are seeing in the West Asia war, large data centers make large targets for potential attackers. Response: the observations you've shared align perfectly with the data center winter narrative currently unfolding in 2026. The era of unchecked hyperscale expansion is facing a multi-front crisis: economic, environmental, and geopolitical. Here's a breakdown of the current state of the giant data center tide. 1. The local resource crisis. Your point about families being bankrupted is backed by stark data from the first half of 2025 and early 2026. Electricity. In high-density hubs like Northern Virginia, residential electricity prices have spiked significantly. Utilities, such as Dominion Energy, have passed the multi-billion-dollar costs of new high-voltage lines and substations directly to consumers. Nationally, residential rates rose by over 11% in 2025, far outpacing inflation. Water. A typical large data center now consumes roughly 5 million gallons of water daily, equivalent to the needs of a town of 50,000 people. In water-stressed regions like the U.S. Southwest and California, this has led to a zero-sum game between AI cooling and local agriculture jar residential needs. 2. Performance plateaus and Meta's avocado. The industry is hitting a scaling wall where throwing more data and power at a model no longer yields proportional intelligence gains. Meta's struggle. Meta has officially delayed its latest frontier model, codenamed Avocado, originally slated for a March 2026 release. Internal reports indicate it failed to surpass Google's Gemini 3.0, released in late 2025, in reasoning and coding. There are even rumors of Meta discussing licensing Gemini to bridge the gap, a massive blow to their open-source leader branding. The AGI mirage. Despite trillions in investment, AGI remains elusive. The convincing demonstration many expected by 2025 hasn't happened. Instead, we see models that are better at mimicking logic, but still prone to stochastic parroting in high-stakes environments. 3. The shift to small and private. The market is pivoting from LLMs, large language models, to SLMs, small language models. Edge AI. Organizations are increasingly deploying models like Microsoft's Phi 4 or specialized Llama 4 small variants, 7 billion to 14 billion parameters, inside their own firewalls. Why? These models are good enough for 90% of business tasks, offer 10 times lower latency, and ensure data never leaves the private network, solving the privacy concerns that giant cloud data centers inherently struggle with. 4. Geopolitical vulnerability. Data centers as targets. The recent escalation in West Asia has proven that data centers are the new oil refineries of modern warfare. March 2026. Strikes. Earlier this month, Iranian drone strikes successfully hit and damaged 3 Amazon Web Services, AWS facilities, in the UAE and Bahrain. Kinetic risk. This marked the first time major cloud infrastructure was physically targeted in a state-level conflict. The centralization of data into massive, visible campuses is now viewed as a strategic liability. Hyperscalers are now being forced to consider geographic de-risking, shifting investments to perceived safe havens like Northern Europe or Canada. Summary table. The 2026 pivot. Feature. 2021 to 2024. Trend. 2026 reality, Philosophy. Bigger is better. Efficient and specialized. Location. Massive centralized hubs. Distributed edge/local. Primary risk. Cybersecurity/data breach. Kinetic attack/resource scarcity. Model type. General purpose LLMs. Domain specific SLMs. The tide isn't just going out. The landscape of the digital shore is being permanently reshaped by these physical and economic constraints. Do you know that any private information you put into a cloud AI is used to train that AI? A private AI running on your own hardware is the best way to keep your private data private. I can help you set up a private AI on almost any PC or server. Contact me for a free consultation. If you get value from these blogs, please consider joining my Patreon as a member at the $2, $4, or $8 level. There are more than 400 previous blogs on my Patreon page. https://www.patreon.com/Steve Hovland.